Alright guys, so what is going on? I'm Michael, you guys all know me, and I'm going to be doing a review today of my newest personal pickup. So the last however many videos you've seen of me have not been pairs from my new personal collection. They were just pairs that were given to me by my trainer to quickly review them, as I always mention in my videos. But today we got the Nike Dunk Low in the polar blue colorway in the flesh. These are going to be my latest and greatest sneaker pickup. The last shoe I reviewed on this channel that was my personal were the Off-White Prestos that I got for a steal over on GOAT. But these are going to be my latest, and I definitely have a thing for Nike Dunks. If you watched my St. John video, you already know that I'm a huge fan of the Nike Dunk, and I've kind of always been a fan of the Nike Dunk. It's probably my favorite shoe besides the 350 and the Jordan 1 in terms of value proposition, how much I end up wearing it, and how wearable it is with different outfits, with jeans, with shorts, with sweats, with cargos. Literally, you can style them with anything. There's going to be an on-feet portion of the video at the end, which I think you guys will really like, because I have a really unique pair of pants on for that on-feet section. And so yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the Nike Dunk. Like I said, I have the St. John colorway as well. This is my second pair of Nike Dunks currently. In the past, I've had so many different colorways. I've had the Pandas, I've had the Kentuckys, I've had the Off-White Dunks, I've had the Michigan Highs. I can't think of every single one, but I've had tons. The Plum Dunks from the Ugly Duckling pack as well, which are said to be re-releasing sooner rather than later. And one of the most coveted colorways for Nike shoes after the Chicagos and the Breads has always been the UNC Blue, as you can see right here. And the original UNC Dunks were very expensive on the aftermarket. I think they're still worth around $300 to $400, which is crazy because, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But these are sitting on Nike the last I checked. They're going for retail everywhere. Granted, Nike Dunk retail was bumped up to $115, but still, these are criminally underrated. One of the most underrated shoes of the year for sure, just because of the colorway on them and how clean these are. I mean, these are a banger right here. I'm absolutely in love with the colorway on these. This is the Polar Blue Nike Dunk Low. Polar Blue is a color that I've never really heard of on a Nike in general, but this is the first, and I'm really digging it. So these dropped on October 15th, I want to say, somewhere around there, last Saturday, and I grabbed them on the Nike app straight off the bat. I didn't even think twice, because as Nike always does, you can always return these. So if I found them uncomfortable or whatever it might be, I would return them, because it's the first time I'm getting a fresh pair of Nike Dunks in a while. So as far as the box goes, we got Nike on the front. Just a regular basic Nike Dunk. I mean, these are a GR. I went with a size 10, which is my true size. Some Dunks do fit a little bit smaller, but these do fit true to size. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. So on the lateral side, we got Chicago color blocking, Polar Blue on the back, white on the middle panels. And this is a very crystal white. It's not like a cream at all, which I think is good. The white and the Polar Blue kick off so well together, and you can match these with a good amount of stuff. On the back, you got Nike in white, and then just the two tones, Polar Blue and white, as you do on the other side. On the medial side, you got the same deal as the lateral side, and then on the tongue, you got Nike in that Polar Blue, and these only come with a pair of the white laces. Unfortunately, I guess, because it would be cool to get a UNC lace, but these do come with UNC lace tips, which is a cool detail that honestly I didn't really notice. So I just quickly laced these up, and put them on feet. I've been wearing them all weekend, and I gotta say, they are very, very nice. Inside we got Nike and the size 10 sticker. The Nike is in white. On the bottom we got the polar blue. I believe it's a little bit off in terms of the color. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that the blue on the outsole is a little bit lighter than this part, which I know some people really don't like, but I find it kind of funny, I guess. Yeah, those are the main details on the shoe. There's a lot of shoes that came out in the past that are very similar to this one. You got the UNC Nike Dunk, which I already mentioned. You also got the Coast Nike Dunk lows, which are UNC with yellow on the heel. Those I think are a women's shoe. Then you got the Eric Costin UNC Dunks, which are also UNC colorway that goes for way more. Then you got the UNC Jordan 1 lows as well, which are the same UNC color. And all of the UNC shoes are a bit different. Like, the shades are always slightly different. These are technically not a UNC, but they basically are. They're a polar blue, and they look like UNC unless you put them next to another UNC shoe. Obviously, the more memorable UNC shoes in the past were the UNC highs, the suede UNC highs, both Jordan 1s obviously, and then the Jordan 1 UNCs, which are like the all-time grab of many, many people. But I really love this color. It's literally all about the color for me on these shoes. I like these so much better than like the Pandas or whatnot, because those are kind of boring. But these are very, very clean. So obviously I like the shoe. Quality wise, that's the one problem. The quality on these is pretty bad. I mean, the white barely pushes down. The blue is just hard as a rock. So if you're looking for quality on a shoe, do not grab these because they have bad quality. However, that does not necessarily mean that they are uncomfortable. I was actually pleasantly surprised by the fact that I was able to wear these the entire day without any problems. So if I can wear them now all day, then in a few weeks when they're broken in, I'll be good to go. So definitely good on that front. They're not a comfortable shoe, but they are just not uncomfortable, if that makes sense. It's kind of like that middle ground where you don't really feel them on your feet, but at the same time, it's not squishy by any means. I mean, the outsole is hard as a rock pretty much. It's not like easy, but it's still a pretty decent shoe on feet. I kind of like that stability of a Dunk from time to time. If I'm a little bit tired or whatnot, it's kind of cool to have a flat shoe. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think you guys will know what I mean. But yeah, so these are super clean Nike Dunk. I plan to get a ton of wear out of them. In terms of pricing, as I already said, these are sitting, and the UNC Dunks are worth like $400. So if that means anything to you guys, I would pick a pair up. I don't think that these are going to go as high as the UNC Dunks did, because celebrities probably won't be wearing them nowadays with Dunks kind of dying down. But I don't care about the hype on the shoe. I think it's clean the way it is, and I wouldn't want to get rid of it. So I'm definitely going to wear these for a while. I'm going to probably beat them up pretty good, as I usually do with my shoes at this point. I used to baby them, but now it's like I'm in college and I just end up wearing the crap out of everything. So that's cool. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. Take care. See you all soon. Peace.